But on our last subject, we kind of want to talk about something a little more serious. On a little more of a serious note, nowadays there are a lot more. I mean, the numbers are just startling. The numbers of women and black women in particular that are coming up missing. There's this trafficking and kidnapping. And this is really something that's getting out of hand, man. What do you think is making it happen more as far as the black community goes?
Well, the fact of they really don't care about us. That's one of the reasons. I mean, for a lot, if they were, not to make a racist statement, because I know everybody get tired of that whole narrative, like, oh, if this was this, this would happen. It wouldn't be like this, right. Or this was this, it wouldn't. But just the way it is, man. Like, hell, man, if it was alarming white girls getting missing, and trust me, they do get missing.
Yeah, they do.
They get missing. Because they kind of desire it a lot, too. Yeah. Especially they pretty. Yeah. They got that blonde hair and blue eye. Oh, they snatching that shit. But, you know what I'm saying? If that was an alarm, that would have been on the news. Because it's not blonde hair and blue eyes, not as much. Yeah. And it had to get to an alarming rate to really get like somebody, well, we might want to look at this.
Right. And, I have to admit, man, I feel like this. I feel like it happens because the numbers seem higher in the black community. And I think that's because a lot of us, we're so disjointed. And I think that plays a part in it because a lot of us are getting to this point where we're like, we just do for self. It's like, I don't care about nobody else. Well, such and such got kidnapped. Oh, well, as long as it ain't nobody in my family. And then we go on about our business. And, we have no real empathy and compassion for one another a lot more in the black community than other communities. I think we're the worst, if I have to give my opinion on that. The white community, the Hispanic community, all of them, the Asian community, they have a little more connection where if something go down, they gonna ride. They gonna ride and something gonna happen. You know what I mean? They going to the police, they going out in the neighborhoods looking for people. We need to be doing stuff like that more as a black community because we fall short, way short when it comes to that. It's I'm always seeing on the news, the next little black girl that's gotten snatched up, or even older, and sometimes it's kids, sometimes it's teens,
Yeah, because now, they're getting women. Actually, I don't know if you've seen the one, there was this one lady that was in an Uber, and they were getting ready to take her off somewhere where she wasn't supposed to go, and I think eventually, there was a way that she got out, but you could tell, like, when she was talking, that, like, she was just jittery and just, traumatized about that. Because, one thing about it, too, one thing that will help y'all ladies out, always stay in groups. I know that's cliche, stay in groups. If you are by yourself, make sure that you're, especially at night, in well-lit areas. Yeah. Like, because there was, like, one incident, too, like, there was I think some young lady, black lady, she went to the store, like it was 3 o'clock in the morning or something like that. It was more, early morning. Now, she's parked by herself. Yeah. And, she's getting ready to go back to her car. It was like a van right next to her car. Mm-hmm. And you got all these parking lots and parking spaces, but now you're going to park right next to my car? That's weird. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Exactly. That's just... And that's what they do. But she didn't go in the car, thankfully. She didn't go to her car. She called the authorities and, find out that, they kind of deterred them. And they said, well, can you roll back on the camera? And she was asking, like, people in the store, who's over the, security, can you roll back the camera? So, well, them cameras don't work. But, they do it for, deter people. Right, right. But, yeah. So, yeah, just women, make sure keep rapport with each other, or definitely keep rapport with people that you know, your loved ones. Hey, let them know where you are. I'm bad about that myself. Me being a black male, sometimes I just like, look, I'm going. And I don't tell me shit. I'm grown and shit. I just do whatever But nah, it's getting scary now. So, I mean, it's been scary, but it's, really scary now. So, keep rapport with each other. Hey, I made it to this destination. Hey, I'm good over here. Let someone know. That's not being nosy. That's just making sure that you're safe. And, just in case something does happen. Well, hey, last time I talked to him, he was here at such and such. Or they were here at such and such. You know what I'm saying? So they can at least put some stuff together in case the worst happens.
Yeah. So definitely, man. So, and I mean, I was watching a video about stuff like this on Instagram, and a lady was talking about that, like, in the parking lot situation, and she was saying that some of the things you want to do, because I have to admit, being from New York City, the streets have always taught me to be aware of my surroundings. So I pay attention to that. I always look around at cars that are in front of me and back of me, to the side, everywhere. And so she was saying stuff like that more women need to do that. When you pull up and park in grocery store parking lots, wherever you're going, pay attention to who you park next to. See if that's the same car that was there when you come back out. If you see vans all of a sudden, something might be up, especially if it's unmarked, stuff like that. Sometimes what they'll do, she was saying that they'll put something on your dash, your windshield, so that when you sit in the car, you'll look and say, oh, somebody put a flyer or something, and you go to get out. And that's when they run up on you, because they know that's going to take you some time to reach over there, and they run up and try to grab you. So little stuff like that they try to do on purpose. So if you see something on your window after you come out of a store, she was saying just leave it there. Go ahead and go about your business. Go home. Don't even mess with it until you get where you're going.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, especially at night. Yeah, I can see that happening at night. Daytime, maybe not so much, but shit, they probably do it in broad day now.
Nowadays they are, because I think they're getting so much money for this stuff.
Yeah.
People are paying a lot of money for these bodies, so they're probably willing to do it at any time. As long as they can be quick about it, they'll grab you up.
Well, yeah. I mean, because that's, you got the sex trafficking, and even another thing that's not even really getting covered. I mean, let's just be real. The organ harvesting. Because you know what I'm saying? We as the original people got the strongest shit.
Yeah, man.
And certain people need that shit. So it's like, we're gonna start getting these. That's why I be eating a couple extra cheese sandwiches. So they be like, nah, we ain't gonna get this.
Him.
Yeah, we ain't gonna get this
Colin back up.
This nigga. We ain't gonna get this.
He got that Elvis colon. Yeah. He backed up with a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, no, we can't do that. We
don't want him.
Put him back on. Yeah.
But yeah, man, again, shout out to everybody following on Instagram, because I see we got our biggest audience on Instagram today. So,
and my man, Brian Goodenow in the motherfucking house.
What up, Brian? Man, just jumping in on Facebook. So we appreciate you.
Yep.
So, we're closing out on our last topic. We're talking about the large number recently of females and black women in general, black females that are getting kidnapped and trafficked and missing and all kinds of stuff. So, we're just reminding people that be aware of your surroundings. Pay attention to what's going on around you, whether you're driving or when you're parked. So if you pull up somewhere to park, see, because this is one thing I noticed. Sometimes when I pull up, I look around at the cars in my vicinity, and if I see somebody who's just sitting there in a car, not doing anything, I don't play that. I don't trust you. Let me go ahead and park somewhere else. You know what I mean? So sometimes you might see somebody who just scoping people out in the parking lot. You know what I mean? They ain't got no business there. They just sitting in their car. You know what I mean? Just plotting and whatnot. So be careful about that. Be aware of your surroundings, females, because females are just coming up missing at a large rate nowadays, man. It's been going on forever, but nowadays they're paying top dollar for females. You know what I mean? So, and it's happening a lot more in the black community because we're so disjointed and we don't really have that connection, that compassion, and we're not watching each other's back like we should. You know, it's happening, but it's not at the level it should be. So don't get it wrong.
I was going to ask this, like, you think it might be because of the cell phones now, because like some people,
definitely,
you know what I'm saying? Because I noticed like a lot of they'll be like down here.
All day.
I mean that's just across the board, not just black, but you across the board. Like man, there'd be one. Like I'm driving, they just got their head.
You couldn't
down.
do that shit when I was growing up, man. Somebody been ran up on you, punched you in the fucking head,
no
reason, and took your shit. You know what I mean? So
I appreciate you putting it in I-5, nigga.
Yeah. and nowadays, I ain't gonna lie, I feel like we living in such a fear culture. I don't like that shit, man. Everybody's scared of everybody.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if this person might be crazy or not. I didn't want to say anything. Man, fuck that. In my day, you didn't care what the hell they looked like. You know what I mean? If you saw something wrong, you said something or you did something. Period. Every now and then, there was some people that didn't want to get involved, but those were the minorities. You know, the majority of people would stand up and say something or do something. And nowadays, it's the other way around. The majority of people don't want to interfere because they're too scared.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of reasons for that, too, because you got to think about it. If you get involved, and let's say you help that person might turn around and say, well, you know, I didn't need any help or some bullshit. And then they fuck around and sue your ass for helping. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I feel you, but that's a possibility. You know, but that's not a fact. So to me, I'm still going to try to help.
Yeah, I mean, you got to do the right thing. But I'm just saying, you got to understand, this world that we live in now is so ass backwards.
It is. It's very ass backwards.
You know what I'm saying? People praising the villain and don't, spit on the heroes. Man.
Yeah.
That's just where we at.
Yep, you're right about that. But I'm the type of person, I'm gonna try to speak up or do something. You know what I mean? If I see something wrong, I'm trying to do something. So, but yeah, I mean, I feel you though. But I just can't live my life like that.
Yeah, nah, can't live in fear.
Y'all weigh in on this topic. Let us know how you feel. About all this, because it's happening way too much nowadays, man. Every time I turn on the TV, the news is talking about somebody else is missing, somebody's toddler, or somebody's teenage daughter, or even a grown woman. Because, you know what I mean, they got ran up on, in the parking lot or something, So, if y'all know females, which I know you do, warn them about stuff like that, man. Be careful when you're out, especially by yourself. Try to always travel in groups, so that if somebody with you see something that you don't see, they can tell you, hey, that guy looking, or that guy's running up on us, let's go, something. But yeah, so, we just wanted to put that public service announcement out there, man, just to be aware of that, because it's really sad, man, how it's happening. I don't like seeing that stuff, man.
Oh, man.
So, but, we covered some topics today. We appreciate y'all. Don't forget, hit the like button, the share button, the follow button, the subscribe button, the notification button, the clap button, the laugh button, hit the like button, the love button, all of that, man.
Just start hitting.
Any button you can that's related.
You see that shit, you start hitting.
Hit it. Like I said, if y'all don't follow us on our name, Triad Hip Hop Podcast, you can follow our hashtag, which is Triad Hip Hop. I've been attaching that to pretty much all of our videos. So follow us either way you want on Instagram. We are on Facebook. We are on YouTube. Instagram, all of that. So, and we on Twitter.
Finally,
Twitter as of last week. Yes, sir. So we got some followers on Twitter. We growing pretty fast on Twitter. I ain't gonna lie. So Twitter's doing a jump off right now. So we appreciate y'all. And this is episode 99. So please tune in, because we will be doing episode 100. 100. That's gonna be a celebration. We're not gonna do it next week. Next week we're gonna take the week off since it's the holidays coming up, and enjoy time with our families. But we will be back after that with episode 100. 100. We're going to do it big. How we going to kick a hot 16? I'm going to kick a hot 16. Y'all ain't going to know what to think about that.
We going to try to get these little people strippers.
Yeah.
We going to get these little big booty strippers up in there.
Yes, sir. We might have a little pole in the back of us. You know, you see people just swinging in the back of us random. You know, clowns on unicycles.
Yeah, man. We gonna have,
you know what I mean?
Jump through flames.
So we appreciate y'all. Once again, we got the little contest going. Whoever brings us the most followers, we will put $100 in the Cash App. You know what I mean? $100 in your Cash App. So we're going to be looking out for that. Anybody who can verify what followers they brought to us and the numbers, we're going to do that for you. So keep that in mind. For episode 99, Try It Hip Hop Podcast, this your boy Kurt, and this is
Howie.
And we're going to see y'all on the next go round. And check out the lyrical breakdown. Check out the Check out all them segments, man.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah. And yeah. Just like I said, my man does good work on. I mean, we all do good work on those segments. So yeah, please check those out on YouTube.
I'm probably going to be doing a Lost in Thought segment pretty soon because I want to talk about the Rodney Reed situation. If y'all not familiar, that's the guy who's on death row, and he was supposed to be executed as of tomorrow, but at the last minute, they were able to get his execution halted because they found out that he is actually innocent. Well, we're pretty sure he's innocent, but a lot of the evidence didn't get put in the court case back in the 90s. He's been in jail or prison for like 20-some years now, awaiting execution. So it was supposed to happen on the 20th, and at the last minute, they got it halted. So we're going to talk about that. I'm going to do a Lost in Thought segment, so be on the lookout for that. And again, we appreciate y'all. So till next time.